Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's high-end makeup review, it is on the Jeffree Star Androgyny Palette. I'm so excited to show you a little look and give you my honest to goodness review on this palette. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. I upload a video every single day of the week and I don't want you to miss any. So I got this Androgyny Palette by Jeffree Star from a young lady at my work. She bought this when it was Black Friday, and she actually didn't end up liking the colors because she likes more neutral shades, so she sold it to me for $20. So I did get this Androgyny Palette by Jeffree Star for 20 bucks. It does retail for 45, so I got quite a deal on it. But guys, look at those shades. One of the shades, Poison, it did come a little busted up, but you know, it's not a deal breaker for me. It won't change the formulation or how it wears or anything like that. I did sanitize this with some alcohol and cleaned it up, but guys, it's really, really beautiful. It's got a full-size mirror. It's really, really pretty. I love the pink packaging. It's just very, very pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna just hurry up and do some swatches. So we're gonna do the top row first. Okay, so I have Frosting, which is a beautiful gold shade. Okay. These shadows are very pigmented. Next is Safe Word. It's a beautiful tan transition shade. Very, very beautiful for individuals that are, you know, light to medium skin tone as a transition shade. Next is Charm, and it's a really, really pretty orange shade. Kind of reminds me of like a orange creamsicle shade. So, so pretty, guys. Next is Deja Vu, and it is a beautiful shimmery copper shade. And last one on the top row is Dominatrix, and it is a beautiful matte chocolatey brown. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, really, really beautiful, easy to swatch shades. Next, second row, right down here. First we have Androgyny, which is like a beautiful, almost like an eggplanty shade. So, okay. Next we have Fetish, which is a somewhat shimmery, like a semi-matte, semi-shimmer, kind of burgundy shade. Next we have Military, which is a beautiful like army green shade. Then Poison, that's the one that's a little busted up. Guys, look at that pigmentation. Poison to me is a tiny bit splotchy, but you know. And next, last one we have is Swallow, which is like a turquoise. Guys, that is the shades. Very, very beautiful pigmented shades. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on a look. I've already primed and set my eyes like I normally would. I'm just gonna go ahead and get in with a Sedona Lace EB13. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dip into Safe Word, which is that beautiful transition shade right there. Really, really beautiful, beautiful shade. Guys, there is some fallout. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. But I do have to say, like, the mattes do blend very beautifully. And this, like I said, this Safe Word is a beautiful transition shade. Very, very pigmented, but it's very easy to blend on the eye as well, which is nice. Okay. So I have worn this palette. I've used this palette twice so far, and when you first put it on, it is absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you can see, I did get a lot of creasing with this Fetish shade, so I might not recommend wearing Fetish all over the lid, maybe just as an accent shade, but I think I want to do kind of a neutral look with a pop of color. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Moda crease brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into Dominatrix, which is that really pretty matte brown, and we'll just deepen up that crease a little bit. It's really, really beautiful. Like I said, the mattes are just stunning. I think the formulation of his mattes are amazing. I mean, usually with a brown that dark and that rich, they can be kind of hard to blend out. Well, with drugstore, because you know that's what my experience is with. So, but very, very beautiful blendability. So I do enjoy that. Okay, next I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a flat brush, and I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go in with that copper Deja Vu or with the gold frosting. I don't do gold looks very often, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into frosting. I'm gonna go ahead and use a dry brush just because I want to show the impact of it, but it picks up very, very nicely on the brush. Sorry, Takame's being a brat like she always is. Just going to pack that onto the lid. Put a little bit into the inner corner. Very, very pretty though. I'm not gonna bring that shimmer all the way to the end because I do want to put a little bit of a different color in there on that outer corner. So just that it is a little, there's quite a bit of fallout. So, or kickback, I guess would be the better word for that. There's a lot of kickback, but absolutely beautiful, beautiful pigmentation on that gold, that frosting. Okay, so next I'm gonna just go ahead, I'm gonna pick up that same crease brush. I think I'm gonna dip into Androgyny, which is kind of like that eggplanty color right here. I wanna build up that outer corner a little bit. This is another matte. Guys, look at that. Okay, I mean, it's just so beautifully pigmented. It's just crazy. There's not a lot of fallout actually like onto your like lower eye, which I do appreciate. I mean, personally, I do my eye makeup before I do my face makeup, so it's not a big deal to me. But I know that there is quite a few people out there that do prefer to do their face makeup first, so. Guys, it packs on beautifully. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit into that outer crease. I'm just gonna grab that crease brush again, and I'm just gonna, or I'm sorry, my Sedona lace brush, and I'm just going to give it a good blend. I mean, it just, they blend beautifully, but it doesn't get patchy with these shades, which I do enjoy, which I do appreciate, so. Okay. And then I'm just gonna grab that same brush. I'm not gonna, that little flat brush that we put on that gold frosting shade, and I'm just going to kind of blend those two shades. There's no extra product or anything, I'm just blending it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so next I'm just going to be using a small slanted pencil brush, and I'm going to get into, I think I'm going to go into Swallow, which is that beautiful turquoise shade right up here. I'm just going to put this lightly on my lower lash line. Just wanted to use quite a few different shades. It's really pretty. Really pretty. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and just because we can, because it's just trying out this palette, I'm going to grab my finger and I'm going to go into Military, which is that beautiful matte green, and I'm just going to put this on my inner corner. It's such a beautiful like pea green. I love it. I'm just going to grab a little bit of Deja Vu, which is a really pretty copper. I'm going to layer that right on top. Just add a little bit of grungy depth to it. A little bit of eyeliner, some mascara, and you'd be completely good to go. Okay, just going to grab that. Just deepen up that crease. There's nothing else extra on this crease brush. I just want to blend it out. But guys, so this is just a little bit of a just trying out look. The colors do blend beautifully. It's really, really a beautiful palette. Pros and cons. Very, very pigmented, as you saw. Okay, guys, I mean, gorgeous pigmentation on those swatches, okay? So pretty, okay? Just absolutely stunning. It's a very large pan size, okay? So you get a lot of product for $45. They do blend out beautifully, especially the mattes. The mattes are stunning, stunning, stunning. Absolutely love them. I think that you do get some unique shades in here. I love that Charm, which is that beautiful orange shade. I love that copper. I mean, they're just all beautiful, beautiful shades. But as you can see from the pictures that I inserted, you know, that kind of burgundy fetish shade, which I do know they're hard to make. They're hard to formulate. It did crease pretty severely. Like I said, I just used my regular concealer and powder, how I personally like to set my, and prime my eyelids. So I would definitely maybe try some of these more, you know, maybe some more of these like shimmer shades with, you know, maybe like a cream eyeshadow base and then put them on top. Maybe that will give it some more sticking power. But overall, the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette is absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful palette. I do think it's worth the $45. I'm glad I got mine for $20, but it's a beautiful palette. Formulation is gorgeous, like I said, especially on those mattes. Even the shimmers though, they are just stunning. I mean, that copper Deja Vu and that frosting shade is beautiful. And I do love the Androgyny and that burgundy shade, that fetish shade that did give me some trouble. But it really is overall a gorgeous palette. I do recommend the Androgyny palette for sure. I haven't tried his new Blood Sugar palette or his first Beauty Killer palette, but for, you know, if his formulation is the same, I would definitely recommend trying out his at least his eyeshadows. Just because I'm giving a good review doesn't, you know, whatever as a person. If you personally don't agree with Jeffree Star and whatever reason, then don't buy his product. I personally enjoy watching him. I think he is enjoyable to watch, and his makeup, his eyeshadow palettes at least, do seem very amazing and beautiful pigmentation. Guys, there's always gonna be pros and cons when it comes to palettes, and so far that fetish shade is the only one that's given me any trouble, guys. But like I said, I'm always gonna give you guys an honest review. Always, okay? Somebody could give me something for free and I'll still give you an honest review. I'm just gonna get in here, guys, but it's a beautiful, gorgeous palette. Obviously, where I did swatch, I do have some staining on my finger, so definitely lay down a base before you use these, though. But guys, I think it is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous palette. So yeah, sorry for all the rambling, but anyway, you guys, this was the finished look. It's a little bit different. I definitely would wear this out, maybe except without the Military on the inner corner, but I just wanted to use as many shades as possible, and I think it's stunning. I blended out gorgeous. big thumbs up. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's high-end makeup review of the Jeffree Star Androgyny Palette. If you did, then please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure that you share this video. I know the Androgyny Palette is old news, but you know, I'm late to everything and I had to wait for someone to sell it to me for 20 bucks. So also guys, make sure that you follow me on my other social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat is all at Budget Glam Babe. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Have a great one, guys. Bye.